Because right now you're literally in the middle of the sidewalk.
Okay, I can be in the middle of a public sidewalk as long as I'm not excessively blocking traffic and I'm not. You can see people walking, and I'm documenting that by law right now that people are walking. So I'm not going to move unless it's a lawful directive order.
So you're not affiliated with the Whole Foods because I see some of these things says Whole Foods on.
None of that matters, sir. Go ahead and do it, buddy.
You got the ID, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got the ID? What's your ID, man?
I'm not giving you my ID, buddy.
Whole Foods asked you to leave.
Get off of me,
Whole
brother.
Foods asked you to leave.
Get the lady over there might be telling you what she's telling you over there, right? But you can see clearly that I'm not blocking the sidewalk. Everybody's walking. People
Sir,
are
you need to
freely
move
able
back to the curb, sir.
Okay, why? Why would I need
Because
to?
right now you're literally in the middle of the sidewalk.
Okay, I can be in the middle of a public sidewalk as long as I'm not excessively blocking traffic and I'm not. You can see people walking, and I'm documenting that by law right now that people are walking. So I'm not going to move unless it's a lawful directive order.
That's the whole purpose of us speaking to you, sir.
I know. So is there any infractional offenses that?
Right now you're obstructing the sidewalk. It's a sidewalk obstruction.
I'm not, because you can see right now that I'm recording that people are walking and freely walking from place to place.
You can also see that you are sitting in the middle of the sidewalk. Why don't you take a
I
whole
can't
wide
sit in the middle of the
You
sidewalk.
are
I can't.
middle, right?
I
But
can't.
also you're also with a table.
I know, I can be with the table.
You're also providing vending
But
goods, or you're
it's
trying to
only
sell
two
something?
legs. And I don't have any products that I'm actually soliciting or selling. So lawfully, I'm going to decline that respectfully. It's not anything personal, but I'm going to decline that because I know that I have a First Amendment right. I know that I have the legal reprimanded right to speak, freely talk to people, and conversate with people that I want to conversate with.
So you do work for Whole Foods.
No, I didn't tell you that I directly work
Well,
for Whole Foods.
I can see
But,
Whole Foods and I can see
but
they
that
have
doesn't.
Whole Food in
But
their
the
hand.
constitutional liberties that I have are not infringed upon just because I purchase a Whole Foods gift card with my own currency, my own money, and I can choose to freely do that if I have the freedom and the currency to choose to pay for that. That doesn't inhibit my right and my constitutional liberty to speak to people on a public sidewalk. So I'm gonna just decline that, and I think the conversation's over. And I appreciate you coming over here to do your job, and maybe ask some questions or obtain some information. But I'm gonna rightfully participate in my rights not to give out that information. Thank you, sir.
You're a smart man. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
This isn't over yet. Hold on.
Thank you. Can I also have your name and badge number? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time. It's all good, guys. It's all good. This is America. This isn't Korea. This isn't China. This isn't any other country but America. And this is our right to do so.
How are you, sir?
Hey, Lieutenant, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi. I was just explaining to your officers here that I'm not soliciting any end products or services,
Right.
and I know they tried to, they said there was a request, right, and it could be from that lady that's over from the side that's saying certain things. There's many people who have sold things on the sidewalk, and
Right.
I don't sell anything.
Okay,
but
so
they've
what
been-
is it that you do?
Well, I just don't wish to provide that information
Okay.
unless there's any type of infractional offense that.
No, I'm just curious as to what it is that this setup is that is blocking the sidewalk here. I see you have certain credentials on you, so
Right.
you come from somewhere.
Right.
It's an organization of some sort?
Yes.
Okay. What is the organization?
Well, I would prefer not to relieve that information at the moment, but I will say that there is a program called the Clean Energy Alliance Group that we have connections with. That's all I want to relieve the information
Okay.
on. And unless you can obtain any legal information that I'm breaking a law, or infringing on anybody's freedom to,
So you're exercising your First Amendment right, is what
Yes,
you're saying,
yes.
with what it is that you're doing. But then you have to
Yes.
explain what that is, though.
No, I don't have to explain it
Right,
unless there's
because
a
how is it protected
unless
by the
there's a
First
crime
Amendment?
being committed. I don't have to
It's
explain
not a
it.
crime.
Okay,
It's fine.
so
This is all civil. There's
all right,
no
so is this
criminal
an
activity here.
investigatory stop? Am I being
Yeah.
detained,
No,
or am I?
not at
Okay,
all.
so I just want
I'm
to be
just-
free to
I'm-
participate in my rights.
Yes,
Unless-
you are. You are.
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. That's it. I
I'm
don't
just
want
curious
I don't
as
want
what it is.
to say any more information. That's just all I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I was telling your officers. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Thank you guys.
What are you thanking me for?
Just thanking you for respecting my rights. Thank you.
Right. Now, there is the right to the store.
No, the store doesn't have any overriding liberties to infringe my constitutional rights.
Right. But you haven't yet explained that you have anything here that has to do with the constitutional rights of anything.
I did. I told you that I'm participating in my legal freedom of speech and my freedom to conversate with people that are walking on a public sidewalk. This is not a privately owned sidewalk, sir. This is not a privately owned residence or building. So again, I'm just going to say that I don't want to provide any more additional information that is not required for me or lawfully required for me to provide to you. That's it.
We got ourselves a paralegal right here. That's good. Flexionrates.org.
So you're not affiliated with the Whole Foods because I see some of these things says Whole Foods on.
None of that matters, sir.
No,
Because there's no litigational consequences for me purchasing Whole Foods gift cards and participating in my right to speak to people. That's it.
All right. So that's what these are? They're Whole Food gift cards?
I'm just not gonna. You can look at it and decide for yourself, but I'm not gonna provide any more information unless.
But that's what you said. You just said that they were Whole Food gift cards, that you were conversing with people and were
That's
giving
right.
them gift cards.
I can freely do that, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just, as
Okay.
we're talking now, just so I want
know.
to understand.
And I'm just saying
what
that
it is
that's all the
you're
information you're
exercising.
gonna get. That's it. That's
I
just
know,
all the
but you
information.
keep giving more information, so I'm just curious.
No, I'm just telling you what you need to know, so you know that I'm not, doing anything with ill will. That's all. Because
Okay.
I'm having the courtesy to do that, respecting law enforcement, like law enforcement respects me as an American, as a citizen that pays his own taxes, that works for himself, that doesn't ask for assistance for the government. He does it for himself. So I'm asking for you guys to respect that, because what I told you before was that there was a lady over there who was constantly trying to call police officers on multitudes of people speaking on the sidewalk because I don't know if she's in distress or if she has some type of mental problems. I don't know, but I'm just telling you
Not
the
a doctor.
information that I'm just relieving to you,
Right.
and that's it. That's all I'm going to say. So unless there's anything else that you're finding for yourself that I'm participating in that's illegal, that can lead to litigational consequences, I don't wish to talk to you guys anymore. That's it.
You don't have to talk to me.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Badge your badge. Don't let them see your badge.
So now I am a member of the reading public, right? So
Okay.
since I can read, and it says something about energy on your credentials,
Mm-hmm.
right? So energy is a service unless you make the energy yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're propelling a dynamo or you have a solar panel hat,
Okay.
right? So the energy that you're representing is made by a corporation of some sort.
It can be made by a corporation, sir, but unless
Right.
I'm actually specifically soliciting a type of product or accessible product that exchanges a currency,
No,
there's no legal reprimanded.
A service does not have to have any exchange of currency.
Okay, good.
A service is a service. If you're providing a service or soliciting to provide a service, you have to follow the vendor rules.
That's not what I'm
Right.
doing. Again, to solicit a service, there has to be an exchange of currency.
No,
and
not at all.
monetization. Yes,
No.
there does.
No, the
There
service
does.
can be without.
And
it
you
can be
haven't, but you
barter.
haven't seen me exchange any of that, sir. You haven't seen
don't
me
have to
exchange.
see it.
Yes, you do.
No.
You can't just leave. You can't just make assumptions.
I'm not making
And-
assumptions. I'm reading.
Yeah, you can read stuff, but just because it says energy doesn't mean that you have a legal right to intimidatively ask questions.
No,
or,
we're just having a conversation that
Yeah.
you can stop having at any time.
Okay.
You continue in the conversation.
No,
you
I'm just
continue in the
responding
conversation.
with the information
So
I want to
I am
respond
saying
with.
to you-
But I'm not giving you any other information than that.
All right. But it's,
I know somebody, like I said.
so if I
if
call
you're
the
nice to
800
me,
number,
I'm nice to you.
All right. So
If you're
I
nice to
call,
me,
I'm going to call this 800 number, right? 800 number on his necklace. So if I call that 800 number,
just because you call a number, sir, doesn't mean you have any legal litigational authorization to proceed with any type of inhibitions against me, sir.
okay?
Because you haven't seen me exchange any money for a service, so that's not going to work. That's not going to fly. It's not going to work, buddy.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I do. 'Cause you can't just violate my Fourth Amendment right, or tell me that I can't sit on a sidewalk, sir. You can't
No,
do
you
that.
can sit on the sidewalk. I'm not saying
Okay.
you can't sit on the sidewalk. Nobody said
Okay.
that. Who said that?
Okay.
My officer didn't tell you that.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is that in your New York Police Department policy, you have to explain to the citizen that is living in New York State what you're doing. You can't just violate First Amendment rights. You can't violate Fourth Amendment rights and look at someone's credit card, look at somebody's
None of that is
social
occurring,
security
sir.
number. You can't do
None
that.
of that is occurring.
You can't do that.
We're just having a conversation.
But that's what you're doing by continuing to press for information, sir. Like I said,
we're having a conversation
trust
that you
me, I
can
know what
stop
you're
at any
doing.
time.
I know what you're doing. Yeah, I know what you're doing. And if I find leeway and you make the wrong moves, I'm telling you.
Telling me what?
I'm telling you what I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, what is
I'm
that?
telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you
What is that?
that you will have litigational consequences.
Okay.
You will.
All right.
You will.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And?
That's it.
Okay. All right.
So at this point now, because you like to be funny and you think your smirk is funny, I'm not going to provide any more information to you.
You don't have to provide anything.
Thank you.
I've said that from the beginning. That was the first things out of my mouth. That you don't have to provide anything. You
Yeah,
don't have
but-
to speak to
yeah,
me. You're free
yeah, I
to leave
know.
at any time.
I know.
You're not being detained. No, there's no criminality here at all.
Okay, so I wish
Right.
to freely participate in what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you for
Right.
reassuring me that I have that freedom. Thank you.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is yet. Right?
Yeah, and you don't have to know.
Right.
So how long are you going to be willing to stay here to waste your time?
I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah, you seem, don't you have like a crime to solve? Don't you have somebody else to
Well, that's
investigate?
not
or
up
what?
to you to know.
I mean, because you're
I don't
wasting a
have
lot
to
of
provide
tax
you.
resources right now. You really
Right.
are. It's crazy. It's just the willingness to be able to waste tax dollars, time, money.
Well, the willingness
It's-
of you to continue to speak to me, even though you said you didn't want to, is also astonishing.
Yeah, because I'm a courteous person too, but I'm only giving you the information I want to give you. Doesn't mean I have to
fine.
give you any more.
No, you don't. And we've established that several times already,
Good.
right?
So how much longer are you going to stand here?
I can stand here until my tour is out.
Okay.
And then I can call my captain and see if I can get overtime.
Okay.
Right.
All right. If you got your time to waste to do that, you can do that. That's amazing that you would say that, sir. Do you really like your job? Do you like being an officer, or do you just
I don't have to answer your questions.
Oh, you don't have to answer my questions?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Okay. And I don't have to answer yours either.
Exactly. We established that already.
Yeah.
Right. Several times.
Yeah. Yep. It's just the length that people are willing to go through, just because they, Because we're in America here, and this is how you learn how to stand up for your rights. Right here.
Very curious.
I'm also just going to document your name, sir. Have a great day, officers.
You too.
Being over a fucking messed up people, I give a fuck whatever you guys say. I don't give a fuck whatever you say. The only thing is funny. And they have to respect your people. They have to respect your people.
Yeah, they didn't
This is not a joke. You gotta respect
I'm not the one to mess with.
the person who speaks like the bunch in the uniform. They don't have no fucking respect. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is not right.
We're gonna get back to work soon, guys. Alright? Guys, we're gonna get back to work soon. So just sign in there. No, I knew what he was doing. I knew. No, I was only giving him information I wanted. Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna happen with me. It's not fine. It was raining pretty hard yesterday, wasn't it? No, well, they were trying to. They were trying to say that, but I knew what the guy was trying to do. And it wasn't going to fly with me. That's for sure. So. Oh, yeah, no, he kept trying, and I had to relax myself. I was getting annoyed. I was getting a little bit agitated. But, yeah, when you record them and you assert your rights, that stops them from anything.
No. I don't know.
All right.
You guys just back up a little bit.
Whoa, sir. Are you, you asking me a question or what? What's
Yeah,
up?
would you guys mind just backing up a little bit so you're not blocking the entrance over here?
I'm not blocking the entrance. You can see that people are freely walking inside of the door.
So you're not?
No.
I'm asking you.
No, I'm going to deny that request respectfully.
What's that?
I said I'm going to deny that request respectfully, sir.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Thank you. Have a great day, sir.
We'll be back.
What's your name
sir?
and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
I'm Captain Zyka.
Okay, Captain.
Of the 6th
Zyka.
Precinct.
What's yours?
Lieutenant Merrick.
Merrick? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You have ID, mister? What's your name?
I might have my own identification, but I don't wish
not a
to
utility.
provide that, sir, unless I've committed a crime or an infractional offense.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Number 75T. I got straight in there.
Is there an infractional offense that you're investigating, sir?
You have ID, sir?
Did I commit any crimes or any unlawful?
ID?
I'm not going to provide IDs.
If you're refusing ID, you're going to be placed under arrest
For what? What's the crime, sir?
for erecting a structure.
There's no. You don't lie to him.
All right. He doesn't want to get.
Okay, so you're going to violate my First Amendment right and my Fourth Amendment rights.
You want to give ID?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and do it, buddy.
You got ID, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got ID? What's your ID, man?
I'm not giving you my ID, buddy.
Whole Foods asked you to leave.
Get off of me,
Whole
brother.
Foods asked you to leave.
Get the